Okay, this is my 4th time filming this. The first few times I had to delete because my head was cut off from the shot, and the second time, or the 3rd time, I had to delete it because I saw a mosquito. I'm seeing it right now, but I'm just, if it comes close to me, I will try to get it, but otherwise it'll just have to chill in this living room and I'll figure out after I film. Anyways, if you're new here, hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm an international medical graduate from the University of the Philippines College of Medicine, and I'm doing a prelim general surgery intern here in California, and I'm currently applying to residency again. Hopefully I can land myself a categorical spot somewhere. And yeah, today is one of my days off for this week. Yesterday I was post-call, so after I filmed that quick update video, I fell asleep and I woke up at 3 p.m. and I realized that my parents were coming over to have dinner with me. So we had dinner downtown in the city where I'm currently living. And we basically just hung out and chilled until they had to leave. And then today I went and did a street medicine volunteering event again for a couple hours in the morning. And then right after I went to get some pastries from a bakery. I'll show you what they look like. This is the bakery in downtown, and they have this lovely croissant muffin cake thing that's iced with chocolate. It's like a chocolate croissant pastry. And then right here, I've already bitten off of it, but it's also another kind of croissant pastry dough that's been rolled in sugar, and they're both delicious. Anyways, I will save these for dessert / breakfast bites if I have time in the morning to get breakfast. And then I also went to Target, and I guess I'll show you my Target haul. But as I was saying, the first time I tried to roll this, I had meant to post this video a couple weeks ago with the clips that I'm about to show you after this intro clip. And basically, life has been the same since then. So yeah, I just wasn't able to edit anything because I was just working very hard on my applications, and just, you know, residency blues and all that. So now I've gotten a little bit over that, especially since submitting the applications. I feel like that was a big load off of my back and my chest. So yeah, fingers crossed that I get into some categorical program somewhere for next year and beyond. And then yeah, I'm just gonna show you my Target haul. I'm gonna put some of these clothes that I bought from Target to the wash, and hopefully today would be a productive day. All right, so let's go on to what I bought. I bought some milk. I bought some hydration sticks from Element. I like Element because it's 0 sugar, and recently my legs have been cramping up so much when I like wake up, and I wake up with a really bad Charlie horse leg cramp. So I found that having my electrolytes repleted has helped out a lot with that. So Element is one of my go-tos nowadays rather than liquid IV because it's 0 sugar. All right, next, some bananas for some potassium. Again, my legs are cramping up so bad, and I found that having bananas and the electrolyte drink has helped a lot with that. It could just be placebo, who knows? But yeah, that's what I bought. Oh, and then this, I bought some Dossier perfume gift set because they were fragrant and I need more kinds of perfume. Also, I don't know, I felt like spending money today, which is a bad thing to do, to just spend money for the heck of it, but whatever. Anyways, the next is I have this blazer. Preparing myself for interview season. I'm gonna put this to the wash because it accidentally fell on my way from the car to my apartment. So I'm gonna hopefully get some of those stains out, and I'm gonna iron it, and hopefully it'll be good as new. I also bought this knitted sweater in preparation for fall, winter, which I believe is my favorite season. Fall is my favorite season, so yes. Looks super cute. And I bought some pants as well. So yeah, that's all I bought from Target today. Hopefully, like I said, today will be a productive day. Who knows? We'll see. And I will catch you in the next clips. Bye. How do we like the fit? I love it. It's so baggy, it's so comfy, it's so soft and warm. I am ready for fall. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Hello guys, I just got back from working out. I ran outside and then I just did some sit-ups and some push-ups because I really need to work out. I am so out of shape. But I managed to run a mile a whole way through, and I'm so proud of myself for doing that, because today when I got back from work, I was just feeling the adrenaline rush. Today was a really busy day at work. I was the only intern in my service, and so that means that usually I'm in charge of all the floor patients while my seniors are in the OR or doing other things. So I was doing pretty fine up until a little bit after lunch, where we got like a critical trauma come in. It was a gunshot wound, and it was just wild after that. Like, yeah. So it was fun, a learning experience, definitely. I feel a lot more confident now with handling the floor tasks than a month ago, for sure. And I just know, I don't know, I feel less daunted every day. And that's great. I hope that this will lend to more confidence in scrubbing into ORs, because I'm more confident that I can handle the floor tasks early and, you know, get caught up as soon as I get out of the OR. And then hopefully that means that my OR skills will also improve. So yeah, anyways, tomorrow we have conference and I am working all the way until Sunday. So I started Sunday and I will end on Sunday with no days off, but it's fine. And then I'm on a 1-week vacation, which means I have time to hang out with my husband, with my cats, sightsee around the area, and then see my family, and also, really important, work on my applications. So yeah, that's residency so far. We're deep into month 2 now, which is kind of wild, to be honest, that we're like about halfway through month 2 now. And pretty soon I'll be going to the ICU, and then I'll be on nights, and it's gonna be a fun time, hopefully. Hey guys, I am filming this update from the floor of my bedroom because I am so tired today. I basically manned the floor patients mostly by myself, because for a while my chief, who was with me and my team, had to go to a meeting. So for a couple hours it was me and my medical student, and of course, you know, the floor tasks are the intern's job, not the medical student's job. And my medical student was wonderful. She helped me so much throughout the day, and I probably could not have finished that day without her. But the goal, obviously, is to be able to handle days like these on my own, right? And so I would say that I'm pretty proud of what I accomplished today. Of course, it wasn't perfect, and of course, some things did slip through the cracks, but that's what my senior is there for as well, is like that second layer of protection, to just make sure that our patients are safe and that their plan for the day is carried out. I did my best. In the midst of all that, I was still able to scrub into a laparoscopic cholecystectomy. I was pretty proud of my port closures this time. And yeah, all in all, today was a pretty good day. What else was I gonna say? Tomorrow is hopefully gonna be better because we're gonna have another intern in our team. And it's just always nice to have another colleague to kind of share the burden. And I think tomorrow we have other seniors on as well, so that would be great. Again, just some extra people to kind of balance the load. Yeah, today was definitely overwhelming. We started off with a list of about 18 patients that's spread between 2 people, essentially, to write notes for and follow up on throughout the day. So it was me and my chief resident. And then the medical student volunteered to write notes for a couple patients for me, which was great. And then, so right as we got there, we got sign out from the night team. And then we went straight into rounds without chart checking or anything. So the reason for that is because we have conference at 7 a.m. And so we didn't have the luxury of being able to chart check. So we went on discovery rounds. And during discovery rounds, my senior was hopping on the computer while I was seeing some of the patients that we already knew and whose only kind of the reason why they're staying in the hospital is because they're a dispo kind of issue. So for those patients, we didn't really need to do like a chart check. Essentially, we just pop in, say hi, see how they're doing for the day, and then, yeah, make sure that they're doing well, and then move on to the next. So during those in-between times, my senior would hop on a computer. She would check on the patients that are a little more sick or a little less known to us since they're new. And then she would put in any orders. And then when we're in those patient rooms where we either don't really know the patient yet, or they're really sick, my senior would take over talking to the patient, and then I would hop onto the computer and put in any orders that I'd need to put in. So I'm still trying to be more efficient at that. I'm not there yet. Today proved that to me, that I'm not as efficient at doing that yet, but that's okay. And then once we finished rounding all of our patients, we basically had 30 minutes before conference started to very quickly cross out the most pressing tasks. So my most pressing task for the day was to coordinate with the MRI team to get an MRI with monitored anesthesia care because our patient was uncooperative during the MRI that we attempted this morning. So I managed to coordinate it, but it ended up not going. But it was fine. At least I did my best. And then also my medical student was kind enough to write the first 2 notes that needed to be done so that they could receive their lab colis. So yeah, and then obviously put in any orders and stuff. So yeah, then we went to conference. And then during conference, I was holding the team phone, and my phone was ringing nonstop pretty much during the entire conference. We had like a tumor board, an M&M, and then an educational session with Ethicon, who showed us their different kind of hemostasis materials, so like Surgicel and all of their different products. And then, yeah, just like throughout that whole conference time, my phone was ringing. And then my senior was very kind enough to take the phone from me and field the calls while I was learning about the Ethicon stuff. And then we finally got a chance to head back. And then that was when I realized that we had a patient on our list that was going in for a lab chole pretty soon. And so I talked to my seniors, and she was like, you should probably scrub into that case. And I was like, okay, I'll figure it out when I can do the other tasks. So I did one task really quickly before hopping in to scrub into that case with another one of our seniors who was in a different team. And then we finished that lap chole. The whole time my phone was still ringing in my pocket. I had to have the circulating nurse get the phone from my back pocket to kind of pick up the phone just in case it was an emergency. So thankfully none of the calls that I received were emergencies. They were all just like follow-up calls for things that I wanted to follow up on anyways. And so when I finally scrubbed out of that case, I took the patient to PACU first, of course, before leaving them. And then I went back and I followed up on everything that I missed while I was in the OR. And yeah, just did whatever tasks that were left over, finished up all the notes. Oh, one blunder that I had today was I was signing my notes to the wrong attending, and thankfully my senior caught it. The attending that I was signing it off to was so kind and signed at least 3 of my notes before I was able to switch them over to the correct attending. And I just felt so bad, but it's fine. I'm like not the first intern who has done this, but still, it just kind of like on top of everything that I had to worry about, that was just another thing that I was like, ah man, I have to fix that. But yeah, so the end of the day kind of happened really quickly. We did a couple post-op checks on patients that were going to stay overnight and not going to be discharged after their surgeries today. And then we did sign out. And then I went home. And then I ate food. And then I started working on my application for residency. And so here I am on the floor, really tired, 3 days into my 8-day straight stretch. But I am still going strong, doing well today. Hopefully the rest of the week will go by great. So here's to hoping. All right, I will see you in my next update. Bye. Hey guys, just wanted to give a quick update. I just finished my last day of my 8-day stretch and I have a 1-week vacation, and it was a rough day, man. It's 6 o'clock almost. I had to stay late because I just fell behind on a lot of the tasks today, which was my bad, but also there was just so many things to do. And yeah, I need to be better. So the goal is when I come back, I'm back and rested and ready and better, ready to become a better intern, hopefully. So we'll keep working on it and we shall see how this goes. I'm trying my best, but you know, there's always room to improve. So anyways, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, I just wanted to film a quick update. It is almost 8:30 and I just got home, and like I stayed this late even though we signed out pretty early because I wanted to put in a central line in with one of my seniors, and so she guided me through it and we did it. I did it. I put in a central line. She helped me put in the orders afterwards and then the procedure note as well. Our attending was also there to kind of observe it as we were doing it, and yeah, I did it. I inserted a central line for the first time. And that was really fun. We went through the right femoral vein. We did it ultrasound guided. And yeah, once we were basically in the femoral vein with the introducer needle, it was pretty much smooth sailing from there. I think the hardest part for me was really just like accessing the femoral vein with the introducer needle. But yeah, I'm gonna go eat a protein shake and take a quick shower and then go to sleep. I have another long day tomorrow. I have clinic in the morning and then the rest of the day just a regular day. And I'm working until Sunday, and then I get another vacation just 2 weeks after my previous vacation. So it's gonna be a wild ride. Once I come back from vacation, it's just gonna be 3 months straight. So it is what it is, you know. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. So I am in the middle of editing this vlog, and I've just realized how much I've grown in the past couple of weeks even. I don't know, it's just, there's something about what I've been complaining about, or like what I've been vlogging about, and how much work it is, and now it's still the same amount of work. It just feels a lot more manageable, and I don't feel as intimidated or as, you know, daunted as I kept on saying in the previous clips before, as I was. And it's crazy how much growth you can go through in like a small period of time. But yeah, I'm kind of really proud of how far I've come, and even like compliments from senior residents saying how, you know, what a good job I've done on that day. And so yeah, it's just amazing how different I felt back then when I was filming those clips compared to now. I mean, it's still hard, I'm still struggling, but at least I don't feel as heavy as I did back then. So if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching this vlog. Thank you for continuing to support my channel. Thank you for continuing to support my goals, my dreams, my aspirations, and I hope to see you in the next one really soon. So that's it for this vlog. Bye.